Okay, you see, the SMS between Zandie Kumalo and Kelly Khumalo exposes something, right? It exposes Kelly Khumalo, it exposes Zandie Kumalo, it exposes Kelly Khumalo's mother. But it goes beyond that. The reason I wanted to mention this from the beginning is because I had a lot of people saying, but when we listen to the SMSs itself, it doesn't create a picture of a person that wants to take somebody's life. From this, really, we can't say really Kelly Khumalo was planning to take the life of Zandie based on the SMSs, to which I say it is fair. What you are saying, it is fair. But there's another aspect into this. There's another thing that brings a twist into the SMS that you should be cognizant of. Hence, I am saying, hence I'm saying to you, pay attention to what is being said so you can understand. So in this specific video, let me take you into this journey. But before we can kick off this, right, I want you to listen to this.
This date and time is 2013 of October the 11th. Time is 09:43:59 seconds AM. Status, it says it's read. Storage type device. Type incoming. Folder, it's inbox.
Imininingwane lana ifuneka ngale ndlela ke kwakunge 2013 10/11/09:43 nama seconds of 59 ekseni iyasho ukuthi umlayezo wafundwa ke ukuthi ke umlayezo owawungena nokuthi ke inbox.
And then let's go to the second message and place it on record.
Yes, should I place it?
Yes.
The second message is from 278270444358. Text reads as follows: My Lord, I regret everything. I wish I didn't allow Senzo into my life. Look at all the mess it has gotten us into. It's all his lies now affecting all of us.
Sorry.
Then the time and date, my Lord, it's 2013 October the 11th, and time it's 09:46:44 seconds AM. Status, it says it's read. Storage, it says device. Type, it says incoming, and the folder is inbox.
Lomlayezo ufundeka ngale ndlela ke wabuya kule number 278270444358. Umlayezo uthi ke ngiyayisola ke ngayo yonke into. Ngathi ke ngangazange ngimvumeleke usenzo empilweni yami, bheka ke manje lokhu esesingenise kusona kukona ke sisonke amanga akhe onke manje ke lana asenomthelela kithina sonke. Isikhathi 2013 10/11/09:46:44 AM. Isho ukuthi umlayezo wafundwa ukuthi ke yagcinwa kuphi noma ke storage kuona ke makhalekhukhwini device kwakuyumlayezo owawungena ke ifolder inbox.
Let's go to the next third message on page 7 at the top.
That message, it says telephone from 278270444358. The text reads as follows: My Lord, no Sisi, it makes matters worse for me because I am just seeing a person who is wrecking Senzo's family. Time and date, my Lord, is 2013 October 11. Time is 09:50:02 seconds AM. Status read. Storage device. Type incoming, and the folder inbox.
If you listen to the SMSs, right, and then you ask yourself, Brigadier Bongani Gininda, how did you come to a conclusion that you wanted to apply for a warrant of arrest? And then Brigadier Bongani Gininda says, after reading all these SMSs, you remember the statement when he says, an inference can be drawn that when Kelly Khumalo says he wanted to get rid of Senzo Meyiwa, It was because, she meant taking the life of Senzo Meyiwa. If you read the SMSs in isolation of the next thing, then you will think that the SMSs are as innocent as you can think. Right? But if you put the other aspect into the SMSs, which was revealed by Colonel Steyn, then the SMSs now gives you a different perspective altogether. And what is that perspective? It is exactly what I want you to check today. Obviously, we are on our journey a fact-finding journey. So we're going to have to interrogate everything that is being said before us. So don't blame us for asking necessary questions. There are two things that we're going to be talking about right now. But before we can successfully do that, we are on our journey to 60,000 subscribers. How can we arrive to 60,000 subscribers if you don't do this? If you are not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Come on, good people, because to subscribe it is free, to like the video it is free, to comment in the comment section below it is free of charge, to click the notification bell it is free of charge, to share this video it is free of charge, to watch this video until the end it is free of charge. Also, good people, come on, to watch the ads it's free of charge, and that's how you financially contribute to this YouTube channel. Speaking about financially contribution to the channel, you can become a member of this YouTube channel from as little as 20 Rand a month. You can also use the super thanks button. In case you don't want to do that, guys, there is a way where you can use my media company banking details to donate to the channel, and you know what I'm saying, will bring you more, and also guys want to buy more equipment. So the power is in your hands. Please do the honorable thing as we proceed. Okay, so let's proceed a bit. Now, I said to you there are two things that I want us to deal with about SMSs. The first one is the SMSs means nothing if you read them in isolation of this segment. Do you remember that Steyn says Kelly Khumalo and accused number 5 were together somewhere in Limpopo, right? Somewhere at Kimberley. And so the picture that they were creating there is that these two have been together. Look, let me add this because I said there are two, but let me add this one, number 4. So, but before I can add number 4, think about it. I said when you read the SMSs in isolation of the trip where Steyn says they were together at Kimberley, they were together in Limpopo, they were together back in Kimberley. If you read the SMSs, then you follow that, you will notice that then the SMSs will now create some sort of a perspective. But let's move to the third thing. Before we can do so, it will be nice and good if you can do this.
The next one at the bottom of the page, which will go to page 10, my lord, starts with telephone from 2782 7044 and the text reads as follows. LOL. I just want this whole it's an insulting word, my lord. I don't, should I read it verbatim, my lord?
Who is insulting who?
She's sending a message to Zandi, but it's I'll read it as it says, my lord.
Yeah, but I want to know who's insulting who, because you're saying the messages come from this specific number which ends with 358.
So the number 358 is the number of Miss Kelly Kumalo. Yes, and she's talking to the sister.
Oh, the sister.
So the person that has been discussed is the deceased, but it's the discussions between the two sisters.
Is that so?
Yes.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yes.
Now you don't have to read it because at that time Senzo was still alive.
Yes, he was alive.
Yeah, fine.
This time. All right. Huh?
Are you done?
No, I'm not done.
Okay.
So the date of this message, my lord, says 13 December 31. At the time it's 11:51 a.m. The status is read. Storage device type incoming, and the folder it's in.
Okay, now let's proceed. The third thing is the state in trying to interpret the SMSs. You know what they did? They then go to the 205 now. They show us now the calls and say there was a call, right? So now, this is how they want us to interpret the SMSs. They are saying, one, there are SMSs from Khumalo to Zandie Kumalo. Two, there was a meeting that happened prior to the death of Senzo Mehiwa, where Khumalo was with them hitmen and them cabbies, somewhere in Kimberley, somewhere in Limpopo, somewhere in Kimberley. Three, it's the calls. The calls at Kimberley, those calls happened, but according to their witnesses, also, even on the day of the commission of the offense, there were some calls from the accused to that. So now the SMSs, the meeting, and the calls together, they give you a perspective. That's what the state wants us to. That's the trajectory that the state is taking, right? Well, before we can now interrogate the fourth one, listen, take a look, please watch this.
The next thing is that so the readings, my lords, ended because Kenneth Stein then extracted. It plays some other diagrams.
No,
here.
let's leave those. I was just interested in the messages, and the reason I was interested in the messages because you say in A225, taking into account all these facts, an inference can be drawn that she meant killing him, and that inference you drew from these 12-13 messages that we have read.
Yes, some of them, my lord. I
Yes.
think the entire context, the entire downloading might be more than this. I think Kenneth Stein extracted some of it,
Yes.
but yes, this covers the inference that I drew, my lord. That's what she meant.
Bengifuna nje ukuthi ke ufundeke la uma message ngoba uyasho ke ukuthi ke wena ke wila usuthola khona ke kulama message ukuthi ke wayefuna ke noma kwabo isifiso sakhe ke sokuthi ambulale uyasho ukuthi lokho kulama message awu12 noma u13 amanye awo ke ngoba ke akusiwona ke onke lana ephelele ngicabanga ukuthi nje uKenneth Stein wakhipha athize.
And the last sentence on A225, just before the commissioning part on paragraph 5, it says, I hereby applied for the warrant of arrest for Nontanta Khumalo on charges of conspiracy to commit murder and murder. You see that?
I do see that, my lord.
And in relation to that, you then completed the J50 form. Is that correct?
Yes, I did, my lord.
Lana ke ufundela ngalendlela ke manje ke sengenza isicelo ke sokubopha ke yena ke uNonhlanhla Khumalo ke insolo noma ke kumasala ke icala lokubulala kanye futhi nokuhlanganyela ke ukuhlela ukubulala yebo ila manje sengenza khona ke noma ngibhala khona ke leyo J50.
And that J50 is in your index, it will be A226. The statement is A225. The J50 form will be A226.
Yes, I recall the index is correct, my lord.
Yebo ke leyo J50 leyo uzoba u-A226 njengoba istatement lesisona u-A225.
And just in passing, I don't want to belabor this point. You say then you did not execute. You went to this length to make this statement to complete the J50, but you did not execute or take the J50 plus the affidavit to the magistrate because this was a prosecutorial driven investigation what then happened? Because you are explaining something along those lines on Friday.
But on the fourth one now, as we move to the last one, the last aspect of this one, people are saying the SMSs depict or paint a picture of a woman who is aggrieved to carry the pregnancy alone. To which I say, you are aggrieved, you are angry that you, in fact, no, let me add the fifth one. The fourth one, I will show you the fifth one. People are saying it creates that picture to say, what the SMSs are saying is that I am angry that I'm carrying the pregnancy, but even then, we'll still have a problem with that, because when you went into this relationship with Senzo Meyiwa, you knew that Senzo Meyiwa was married. You knew that there was a person. So you cannot be frustrated. That why, and in fact, somebody even pointed out that the fact that the Kelly Khumalo was trying to push or pull Senzo from the family, you understand, based on the SMSs, she was trying to pull him away from the family, but without saying it straight that you need to depart from your family. She was trying to use a manipulative way, allegedly. There's a fifth one that is key to this case. Now, number 5 is as interesting as you can think, because also is the last one. At number 5, you've got this thing. Zandie Kumalo goes to the Pretoria High Court. She takes a stand, and this is what Zandie Kumalo tells us. She says, when asked about the relationship between Senzo Meyiwa and Kelly Khumalo, she paints a picture of a perfect relationship. She went to an extent of saying the reason Tumelo was taken from KZN to actually Joburg was to negotiate lobola, to which we know, or to which I can say, that is not cultural. But listen, despite the fact that that's not cultural, let's not focus there. Do you know where I want us to focus on? I want us to focus on this aspect. Ask yourself a question: why Kelly Khumalo or Zandie Kumalo, not Kelly Khumalo, wouldn't want people to know that actually Kelly Khumalo, her sister, did not want the relationship between him and Senzo Meyiwa to continue? Why did she take a stand and painted an opposite narrative? Instead of telling the truth that my sister was tired of Senzo Meyiwa, she did not want Senzo Meyiwa, as per the SMSs that we discovered today in court. If that's the case, then you have to ask yourself, why did she create that picture? Why did she write on the narrative that the relationship was Romeo and Juliet? Why? And I'll tell you why she did that. Because had she said no, had she spoke the truth, underline the word there, the truth, she knew that there is a possibility that if she speaks the truth, people will say, oh, so you guys did not want Senzo Meyiwa. Therefore, the possibility of you taking the life of Senzo Meyiwa are extremely high. But when she realized that, she's like, nah, I'm not going to tell people this. Rather, let me lie. The problem with her lies is that it is now catching up with her. Because now, everything and anything that she told us, it proves that Zandie Kumalo, you lied. If the judge now is caught between two, it's either you believe Zandie Kumalo, but if you believe Zandie Kumalo, you cannot believe what the state is now telling you through the mouth of Gininda. Because Gininda paint a different picture that this, based on the SMSs, Kelly Khumalo did not want anything to do with Senzo Meyiwa. If that's the case, then the state is saying she had all the intentions to take the life of Senzo Meyiwa. Then you need to ask this question. Zandie Kumalo, when you took a stand, why did you lie? And so that now that you lied, if we believe the state, then you say, Zandie Kumalo, if you lied on this aspect, how much more lie did you tell us when you took a stand? Do you say that if we now call Zandie Kumalo and we place these SMSs, the judge is now caught in between. And now, if you declare Zandie Kumalo that Zandie Kumalo lied, then lying under oath comes with consequences. She must be arrested for lying under oath. It comes with consequences. So in this case, the judge cannot believe. The judge cannot believe both versions, Zandie's testimony as well as the Kininda's testimony. You can't, because these are two mutual destructive versions. These are two mutually destructive versions. You cannot bring the version that Kininda told us today versus the version that Zandie Kumalo gave us. These are two contrasting thing. With that being said, walk with me. If you are Zandi, for instance, it makes sense that you don't want to be investigated, but the problem is it's too late. Had you spoke the truth when you took the stand, I'm worried what the defense is going to do about it, because you can't believe the state and believe the witness. Do you remember that advocate Mshololo, if I'm not mistaken, even us Mtogozis? Yes, Mtogozis. It's Mtogozis who's also a friend to Mandisa. When asked about the state of a relationship between Kelly Khumalo and Senzo Meyiwa, do you remember that Mtogozisi chose not to comment on that thing? But do you also remember that when Mtogos was asked about the relationship between this thing that Zandie Kumalo said that there was going to be a lobola, do you remember that he distanced himself from that? Do you remember that? Hey, guys! Ziyabuyala. Do you remember that he distanced himself from that? As if that was not enough. Do you remember that Tumelo, when asked about the lobola thing, also Tumelo distanced himself from that? So then we've got a witness here who came, took a stand and lied. Notwithstanding the fact that when he got there, suddenly the spirit showed him that Ntanzi is the one who took the life of Senzo Meyiwa on the day. Not to withstand that. The fact is, this witness has a tendency of lying. This witness has all the propensity to lie. And it has now been proven that this witness is got a tendency of lying. So if that's the case, then how much more lie did she tell while she was on a stand?